Aquarius. Welcome to my channel, the Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all the Aqua babes in the house with me here. We are going to do your November into December love reading. So it's monthly, but it's sort of mid-month into mid-month. Happy Scorpio season, happy soon-to-be Sagittarius season, depending on when you watch this. As always, guys, these are going to be general messages that I spin out for you today. So that means not everything I say will resonate with you. I can just about guarantee that. Pieces and parts of it very likely will. Hopefully lots and lots of it does. It is my goal here to give you some insight, some guidance, some advice where you see fit, but always, always listen to your own intuition. Only take away messages that you feel are for your best and highest good. And Aquarius, you will know intuitively what those are, okay? So if you have questions, anything else you want to know about this video is going to be in that description box below. That includes the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Drop a like, share, subscribe wherever you can, guys. That really helps me. That helps get the channel up and running. Yeah, so let's see what we can get from my Aquarian friends in love. Aquarius in love. If you don't currently have a person, this could represent somebody coming into your life. It could also represent somebody showing themselves who's been a key player from your past. So we'll see what comes up for all my Aquarian friends out there. I love the Aquarians. I literally have like 5 best friends and they're all Aquariuses. I don't know what that is. So different than my personality, but I jive with Aquarians. I love them. I love their minds. Your very unique views of the world. I love it. Very, yeah, untraditional in the best way. Not to say that's everyone out there, but yeah. Anyway, got mad love for you guys. Let's do it. Aquarius, your energy. Interesting. I saw this at the bottom of your deck too when I shuffled off camera. You have the 3 of Swords coming up. So a little bit of heartbreak, a little bit of pain. It can sometimes be suffering. And I mean, I'm reading for romance and love. So even if it's not ultimate heartbreak, it's sort of an unease in your mind, right? It's sword energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's a Libra card, 3 being an uneven number. It's an imbalance of the mind regarding love. So yeah, something is sort of out of whack or pulling at your heartstrings in a way that's uncomfortable. Yeah, let's clarify it before I dig too deep. Knight of Cups. All right. So a card of Pisces, you might be dealing with a Pisces who's wanting to move forward with you or away from you. It could go either way. Nights bring change and movement into our life. And I mean, this is coming in like your energy field. So if you're not dealing with a Pisces, right, it could mean that, I mean, this seems kind of obvious, but you're wanting to move away from this pain, this disappointment, this sorrow, this heartbreak. Hold on, we'll clarify in a second. My throat is dry here. I got my Friends mug. It's brand new for those Friends fans out there. Central Perk. All right, let's see. I'm going to clarify it with this deck first. We'll see what we can get. You know what I'm really getting most from this is moving away from something is breaking your heart. So that's not to say that somebody broke up with you. That's possible, right? It could also be leaving something or someone behind, again, is pulling at your heart. I'm reading for romance, but certainly it could be moving away from your parents. It could be detaching yourself from a sibling who has toxic behavior. It could be a lot of things, but it's the movement in terms of listening to your heart. That's the irony here. It's listening and following to your heart, movement forward in alignment with your heart space is actually sort of what's causing this, again, sort of imbalance. This uncomfortable energy or questioning yourself. That's sort of the major theme coming up with this. We had a lot fall out. All right, so a couple things. Grief and perseverance. Yeah, so instantly this is saying to me, guys, that while it's almost like your head is playing tricks with you, maybe your head and your heart, while moving away from something is causing you grief, right? That's literally what this card is. Pain, heartbreak, sorrow. You need to persevere through it and like get back on the horse and keep riding through because you're supposed to make it to the other end. There's a reason you're going through this. Something about this journey that you're on currently, it's, you know, strikes and gutters. It's like, you know, mountains and valleys or peaks and valleys. You're going through a bit of a difficult time, and I'm just getting you're questioning yourself. You're not confident in the decisions you've made to move forward. Maybe you've had to take some sort of route and leave somebody you love behind. Maybe you had to break it off with someone. Maybe, maybe you're married, but you had to take a job and it's halfway across the country, and so you're not with the person you love. Keep persevering. There's a reason why you're going through this stage of grief. And I mean, the depiction's pretty grim here, right? Maybe some of you literally lost somebody in your life. And I mean, like, they're no longer in this realm, like on this earth, right? And I'm not predicting this. I don't ever predict death on this channel. It's just not what I do. It's not my place as a reader to be predicting death. But if you already know of somebody in your life who has passed and you're kind of going through that difficult situation, yeah, absolutely. It hasn't been pleasant, has it? Moving on and detaching yourself from this person in the physical realm, right? That's not easy. But look, spiritually, they're still with you, right? They're still watching over you. They're still like comforting you and guiding you in a sense. There's a reason why you need to keep pushing through this. Don't stop. Don't give up. Keep moving towards love, essentially, right? With this Knight of Cups, right? Change and movement in alignment with our heart space. Some of you may have lost a dog or a pet, right? All right, let's see what your person is coming up as. The Five of Wands, all right. So sometimes a card of conflict, it's fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Underlying energy for your person is the Hanged Man. All right, so interesting. Another card of Pisces. You have two cards of Pisces here. Someone is conflicted about moving forward. Which is, it's funny, that's what your energy was too, though, wasn't it? With the Hanged Man, he or she, right, is on the cusp of transformation. From 12, we go to 13, which is the Death card, Scorpio's cards, in Scorpio season, no less. Major transformation, closing out old cycles that no longer serve us and embracing the new. It's almost like you're a caterpillar and who's in that mucky chrysalis stage, but you're not quite ready to emerge yet and be the butterfly. Embrace the change, embrace the new you, start writing the next chapter of the story. There's contemplation here, and with the Hangman, frequently we think of the term sacrifice in terms of something needs to be sacrificed in order to let something else beautiful come in order to let something else grow. And so if this isn't conflict or anger or tempers and fighting amongst a group of people, it can be internal conflict, right? Do I or don't I? Something about not listening to a higher vibration, listening to like a lower vibration, like the messages we tell ourselves, the thoughts we tell ourselves. This person isn't seeing things with truth and clarity. Frequently with the Hanged Man, I mean, they're always upside down, right? And that typically is supposed to mean that they are seeing the world from a different perspective in order to understand what is needed and what isn't needed in this current chapter, in this current state of mind that they're in, whatever. Something about this, though, it's like they're not seeing it correctly. It's sort of the opposite message of what I typically get. It's like they're seeing things upside down. They're seeing things from like a crooked perspective, and it's not to their benefit. They're not seeing things with clarity, and they may be so stuck on the lust or the passion that you guys have, if this is like your romantic partnership, that it's like, okay, they're not seeing the forest from the trees. There's a very narrow perspective that they have, and they're not able to detach themselves from the situation because they're so stuck and like hell-bent on holding on, essentially, right? Like they're not ready to let go and release. They're extremely conflicted about something. And perhaps it's like allowing you the freedom to go off and move on. Maybe they think they're going to lose you in the long term. Maybe they're worried that you were their person and you were the only one for them, and they're not ready to let you go yet. It could be something like that. Let's throw a clarifier on it. And there is something here about jealousy, that you have qualities that they admire very much. And it's not so much jealousy in that they're going to retaliate. It's nothing you need to be worried about. But one of the reasons that maybe you feel like they are, not hostile, that's too harsh a term, but again, they're very conflicted. It's because they know that you will still succeed whether they're in the picture or not. That's kind of a heavy message, Aquarius, right? They know that you don't need them, but in a sense, it might be that they feel that they need you. And that in itself, I'm just going to be really blunt and honest, because you're an Aquarius, you'll appreciate that. That mentality of I need this person to feel complete is actually a really like unhealthy way of viewing a relationship. So I will say, because that's how they're feeling about you, they view you as the opposite, as like, this is my life and I'm going to go after what I want. Even though I love you and it may pain me to leave you behind, ultimately I need to follow my heart. That is beautiful. That is gold, literally gold, right? Continue to do that. Keep following your heart space, because ultimately people are going to come and go in your life, and the ones who are meant to stick around will, right? They will find a way. But it's almost like this person is coming up as the hanged man. It's like, it's a very unusual message I'm getting. It's like they're the one who's keeping you hung. Like having holdups, as they say, or having hangups of not being able to let go and move on. It's almost like they're like the ball and chain around your foot. They're like this, and I hate to say it like that. I feel like my cross watchers are like, what? I hate to say it like that, because I'm sure this person has really beautiful qualities as well. I mean, if they didn't, otherwise you wouldn't feel this way about leaving them, right? There's something wonderful about them that you are sad to let go of or sad to release. But I do see you on like a bigger mission. I just heard the Blues Brothers. We're on a mission from God. It's like you're following your soul path, and that is the right decision to keep following and being in alignment with your heart, with your highest vibration. This person is a little bit needy. This person requires like a lot of like doting, and I don't know if it's attention, but there's jealousy because they feel like you have opportunities that they never had. And it's almost like by being with you, it allows them to feel like they're part of your journey, and whatever you're achieving, they feel the success of it too. I'm trying to be careful how I say this, because this energy does have the potential to be dark, but I don't think it is. It feels more childlike. This could actually literally be your child, Aquarius, right? If this isn't romantic, I'm reading for love, right? It could be someone you love. Maybe it's your child. It's like they're living vicariously through you. They don't see themselves as able to accomplish the things that you're able to. And so it's almost like they're sucking off your energy. They're feeding off your highs and also your lows, right? So if you have a bad day and you come home from work, they feel that way. It's almost like they're a sponge. They absorb your emotions. And with that, if you decide to like leave them, right? Whether you're breaking up with them or just, maybe you're taking a break. Maybe, again, you took a job in another location, but you still want to make it work long distance. There is something about the jealousy there, because they're fearful that you are, like, you're moving on and not looking back. That is their biggest fear, that you're going to forget all about them. And I don't think you are, because, I mean, they're in your head. They're in your mind, right? Again, though, perseverance, like universe, God, spirit, whatever you believe in, is encouraging you to keep moving forward. Don't look back. Don't look back. That message is really strong here. And maybe you're a bit conflicted too about what to do with this person. I would understand if you were, but this person does have sort of a naive or like childlike way of looking at the world sometimes. Needy is sort of what's coming up. What else do we need to know about Aquarius's person here? Could be dealing with a Leo. Message. All right, I'm going to clarify it once more. So I'm getting like a mess. It's funny how I said that thing about the Blues Brothers, like we're on a mission from God. Something about this to me is speaking about a message from God, a message from spirit. There is something very like kind of mystical and otherworldly about crows are typically the messengers between like the spirit realm and the earthly realm. So sending some sort of message, but the thing is it's coming to your person. That's sort of what I'm a little bit thrown off, because it's like, you know, whatever you believe in, it's like you've heard the call, you've heard even if it's just your intuition saying, no, I'm supposed to go down this path, I'm supposed to do this, or do this, whether it's, you know, move to this city, go to this job, see this person, enroll in this class, whatever it is, right? You are sort of like more in alignment. Your person may be getting some sort of message, potentially from someone in their life who's a Virgo. It doesn't have to be. But that Virgo would be very much like in tune with like their star player, or in tune with like spirituality, the universe. What is this message about? It's not really like super clear to me, so I am going to clarify it with a card. All right, what is that? The Four of Pentacles. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, this message has to do with them releasing you. Four of Pentacles is sometimes the miser card. It's holding things really tightly because we're scared to release and let go. As I was saying, this person is scared that if they let you go, you're not going to come back to them. But again, ultimately, it's like by holding on to you so tightly and even being maybe like a little bit manipulative, I could see that. It's not helping, right? It's like if you love something, set it free. So for the cross watchers, if this is resonating, if you're Aquarian's person, it's like you need to allow them their space and their freedom, because if you hold on to them so tightly, like the relationship can't breathe. What's going to suffocate fire? What's going to put out that flame? Not having oxygen, right? It's like, open that box up, baby. Like, let it breathe. With the Four of Pentacles, the idea of no risk, no reward, you can hold on tightly to the 4 pennies you have in the bank, whatever that, you know, symbolizes to you. But your money's never going to grow. It's never going to change, right? But I mean, in a relationship, change is like inevitable, essentially, especially if Aquarian's coming in as the knight, literally the agent of change and movement, right, in one's life. There's something about the safety zone and keeping everything status quo and not wanting to touch anything so that it stays exactly the same. Even this person, they don't even realize they're coming off as the Hanged Man. Like, I hate to say it, but like, change is inevitable for the Hanged Man. He can't stay there forever. He's already in that gooey liquid state of being like the chrysalis to the butterfly, but he just hasn't transitioned to be like, oh, I'm ready to be the new me. I'm ready to be the butterfly. I know that's like a cheesy way of putting it, but that really is what this is. It's a transition into death, and death is saying goodbye to what is no longer in our life, right? Maybe that's a person. Maybe that's a relationship. Maybe that's the status quo of the relationship, meaning, you know, we're no longer going to be in a place where we live in the same city, but we're going to try and make it work long distance. It's something like that, especially with the message and like the crow coming in, something about flying like an airplane. It could be somebody may be moving. It's very possible. This message coming into your person, potentially from a Virgo, it is encouraging your person, Aquarius, to release, to let go, to stop holding on to so tightly, like holding on for dear life to keep this relationship afloat. It's something about like you need to just let it fly. What's meant to come back to you will, but it's almost like this person, in a very small way, it's like they're trying to play God. It's like they're trying to orchestrate it like a chess piece, right? And it's just not up to them. This person, it might actually do them well to stand on their own 2 feet for a while, because it's like they have been reliant on you for Aquarius, or reliant on you, Aquarius, for a very long time, to their own demise, right? And so I will say, for you guys, you're not totally in the clear, and that if you have been enabling behavior that allows them to act sort of like a spoiled child, it's time for them to step up into the plate. And this could mean, if it's not a card of conflict, it's a card of fight, like put up a fight. It's time for this person to step up to the plate and start living their own life, or going after something that inspires passion and excitement and motivation in them. This person seems like they could be a little bit lazy. All right, I'm just going to leave it at that. So what's between you guys? Let's look at the energy between you. The Four of Swords, okay. The card of rest, taking a break. It's a mental rest, right? Sometimes this can be the card of like yoga or meditation or something, right? But you're going from Three of Swords to like this imbalance of do I or don't I, this talking yourself back and forth or off the ledge of, you know, one day I'm ready to leave them and the next day I'm not. And then some days I hate them and then some days I love them, or whatever that is. It's an imbalance, right? A back and forth. Here it's like you're finally like putting your mind at ease. With fours, it's the comfort zone, right? The same way this person is trying to keep you in the box, in the comfort zone, so they know where you are at all times. This person could be, again, a little bit controlling or like mentally like manipulative. This four is about mental rest so that you're not mentally imbalanced. You're not constantly straining, trying to take care of this person. You're not worried about the future. It's kind of living in the now, right? Focusing on the things you can control so that your mind is very at peace, very at rest. And because it's coming up in what's between you, I am getting like something here needs to be put to rest. Maybe there's one final conversation that like clears the air and then you guys are good to go and you can proceed in life and happily ever after. For others of you, it might literally be taking a break from each other, taking a mental break from each other. Because your person has a lot of changing to do. And I'm not saying you can't be a key player in their life, but you can't do the transformation for them, right? It's like it's up to them to step up to the plate and like be the leading lady or the leading man of their own life, right? It's like they've been the sidekick and they've settled. It's like they've resigned themselves to that life to be like the sidekick to Aquarius. It's like it's this person's time to shine, but maybe it's like they need the spotlight for a little bit. They need to do it without you like feeding them lines on the side. All these great acting and artistic metaphors are coming through. So underlying energy for this rest between you guys, this break. 10 of Cups. Yeah, I actually love this because it's sort of what I was saying with it's time for them to step up and like do something great with their life. Taking this break, having a rest, even if it's not a breakup, right? Maybe it's just taking a month away from each other, whatever that is to you guys. It's for your own good. It's for your long-term happiness. The 10 of Cups is the happily ever after. It's the dream come true, right? It's almost like you guys discover your true happiness when you just take a break from each other for a second. And again, this could go either way. You guys might discover like, oh my gosh, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Now that we've had distance, I really love this person. They're my 10 of Cups. I want to come back and do this. For others of you, it may be like, wow, this much needed break made me realize how much I haven't been going after, that my heart is calling me to do. And now it's like, I've discovered something or someone else that I truly love. So thank goodness I pressed pause on this because otherwise I never would have discovered my happily ever after. So whatever this relationship is to you, whatever status it's in, taking some sort of mental break from whatever is causing this sort of strife or this back and forth, this instability, this second guessing, you are going to discover something in your path that is ultimately setting you up for long-term happiness. So it's like fantastic that this card is coming up in your spread. Whatever it is for your best and highest good. Take a break, take a rest, right? Push pause, whatever that means to you. Ultimately, give yourself a chance to like put your mind at ease and collect your thoughts. And ultimately, this is thinking about in the long term, what is going to make you the happiest, Aquarius? That's what this card is asking. What is your dream come true? What is your fairy tale ending? And does it include this person? For some of you, it might, but for a lot of you, I don't know if it does. That's up for you to decide, right? So let's throw a romance angel on this. I use these cards very sparingly, but they've actually been like insanely helpful in these love spreads this month. So what does Aquarius and their person need to see between them? What is between Aquarius and this person that's showing up as the hanged man or woman, right? You can throw gender out the window, whatever. Between Aquarius and their person, between Aquarius and their person. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. This is like very much speaking to your person. And you as well. Love yourself first. And that's what I'm saying. Align with your heart to move forward, knowing that your intuition is guiding you for the long haul, right? So that you can achieve your happily ever after. You need to keep moving forward. It feels like a lot of my Aquarians are very much in a state of stagnancy. Like love has just, we think of love as like an energy, right? Your cups need to move back and forth. We think of Two of Cups, it's like the romance card, right? If the cup is steady, if the card is stagnant, cup, and the water inside it isn't flowing, if love isn't moving, it's going to grow sour and moldy and disgusting. It's going to start smelling, right? Still water. Your cup needs to runneth over. Your cup needs to be flowing. That means you need to be aligning with your heart space and going after things that bring you joy and happiness, right? And again, that is going to attract the right people into your life. So again, both of you, it's if you love something, set it free, but also if you love something, rightfully so, chase after it, right? This person is conflicted because that's exactly their predicament. They love you and they don't want to let you go, but they're like suffocating you and not giving you your freedom. And that isn't healthy. Okay? I think you guys understand what I mean. Your person needs your person needs time on their own to like get their life together a little bit. This is a little bit tough love. It's very Piscean, and I don't mean to attack the Pisces, but they are the hopeless romantic. They are the dreamers. They do tend to be very up in their headspace and not always like firmly planted on the ground, right? He's not. He's suspended in the air, and all this water, right? This emotion, it's clouding his judgment. Yeah, this person needs a different vantage point. This person needs to see the forest from the trees. This person needs to think like, again, zoom out, long term, like broad scope. In the long term, what is their 10-year plan? What is going to bring them joy and happiness? What is their happily ever after? And if these swords are coming up between you and it's supposed to represent a conversation, let's just say that, though I don't think it is, but let's say that's it. That's what the crux of the conversation needs to be between the two of you. What is the long-term plan here? Where does your heart rest? What is in these cups? And what is it between us that's keeping this moving or going? Because it's coming up as a pause or a break. Again, stagnant cups, stagnant energy flow, stagnant love. It needs to be flowing. It needs to be moving, right? It needs to be growing. Are you guys growing together? Do you want to grow together? All these questions are really important. So what is your advice or guidance? You had 2 cards come up. So 10 of Pentacles, that's the long-term into the future legacy card. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it's our work, it's our life, it's our legacy, it's our family, it's our career. And then you have the 2 of Cups reversed. All right, so we were talking about the 2 of Cups, right? The cups flow one into the other. To me, this is saying that you need to focus on what you can grow and create on your own. And love is almost going to, I don't want to say take a back seat, but I mean, ultimately, that's sort of what it's saying. I mean, even by the numbers, the 10 trumps the 2, right? And the 2 showing up in reverse, it is sort of rejecting the idea of partnership right now. And again, that's not super surprising because you have the card of rest coming up and the love yourself first, you, the one. That would be like Ace of Cups, right? This is saying put love on the back burner, at least for a couple weeks, for a couple months, right? Whatever you deem, applicable to your life. Focus on like the long-term building of your life. These are like building blocks or bricks in the pathway that we're walking down. Focus on your career. Focus on your finances. Focus on the health of your body, right? Spending time with family, right? And because it's a 10, again, it's asking you to focus on the larger picture. You need to be thinking long term. You need to be thinking like big scale, it's not living like one day at a time. This is asking you to step back and again, see the forest from the trees. And what role does this person's love, what role does this person's cup or their heart play in your life? Is it serving you right now? Is it helping you to grow and achieve everything that you want to in this life? I have to be real with you guys. This to me is saying put love on pause. I know that's not what most of you want to hear, but oh wow, you have 10 of Pentacles twice. You have 20 of Pentacles. So for those who are looking to establish their career or focus on money, yeah, do that because money is here, guys. Like you have the 10 of Pentacles twice. Long-term stability. And I mean, whatever you find rich in life, right? Whatever you place great value on, that could be people, that could be possessions, right? Some earth signs may play a very key part in your life right now. Even something about classes or like improving the mind, like building blocks on how you want to improve your career path. Yeah, a lot of you need to like put love on the back burner right now, because ultimately, like, you're going to attract it like a magnet. The vibe that you put out is what you're going to get back. So if the vibe you're putting out is grief and indecision, that's what the universe is going to throw back at you. And same for your person. Again, if for both of you, it's such a good lesson. It's like, if you love something, set it free. If you guys are meant to cross paths again, you absolutely will. You will find a way to make it work. But it's almost like you both need to allow yourself time to grow without each other. There may have been like codependency issues in the past. Maybe that's why this card is coming up. They're leaning on each other, right? And maybe it's not even a romantic partner. Maybe it's your sister. Maybe it's your brother. Maybe it's somebody, maybe it's your best friend. It's somebody in your life who they've always been there, but it's stagnant now. You guys need to grow apart in order to come back and grow together. But there's huge opportunity for growth here. Again, whether this is love or career, it's typically a card of like family legacy, like the parents, the grandparents, the children, the grandkids, the dogs that show loyalty. Like there's a lot of gusto with these cards, and certainly a lot of money if that's what you're looking for, right? Let love come to you when it is supposed to. It's almost like if you're trying to force these cups to work, they're not going to. It's like they're going to be emptied. They're upside down for a reason in the spread, right? I'm going to throw one more on this. Why is 10 of Pentacles showing up twice? 20 of Pentacles. The number 20 might be important to some of you. The number 2, that would be High Priestess energy. Follow your intuition. A Taurus might be of importance to you. A Taurus in your life. Spirituality. Wow. And the Wheel of Fortune. You're destined to pursue something away from this romantic partnership. Again, it doesn't have to be forever, but that's what this is saying. Timing, divine timing, destiny, universe is coming in to set you down this path, right? And again, your person, it's like they're coming in almost as the death card. They're tiptoeing around the idea of major change and transformation. So are you. This is the card of expansion. It's Jupiter energy. It's time to expand your realm, expand your world. Maybe this is travel, right? Maybe this is going to pursue that career you've always wanted to, but you never felt like you could because this person was suffocating you, or they were keeping their funds too tight, like they weren't allowing you to pursue your dreams or whatever. This is like invest in yourself. That's actually what I'm getting with this, with all this like money energy. Invest in yourself and believe in fate and destiny. The people who are meant to be in your life will be. They will find a way. All right, wrapping it up for zodiac signs. What zodiac signs want to present themselves in this reading? You have Sagittarius, you have Pisces, you have Pisces again. Anything else? You had a lot. All right, I guess we'll take them. They fell out. You have Virgo as well. And we said that earlier. A Virgo might be a key player in your person's life as well. You have Pisces again. You have Gemini. Ooh, you have double Geminis. So I always, when double Geminis comes out, something about twins or twin flames or partners in crime, a duality, the yin to your yang. It could be soulmate type energy. You have Scorpio and you have Sagittarius again with that Wheel of Fortune. All right, guys, let me know what resonates for you in the comments down below. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you very soon for more tarot readings. Bye, Aquarius.